Welcome back to our little bonus video with our excerpt from Stella Diaz, Never Gives Up. By the way, an excerpt means it's a small part but not the whole thing. Okay, I know I said I wasn't going to do any vocabulary, but that one I felt like it was important. All right, let's jump in. Stella Diaz Never Gives Up by Angela Dominguez. Chapter 1. It's been 11 days and summer is already a slow crawl. Everyone strolls around like they're floating on an inner tube on a lazy river. No school means there is nowhere I have to be. This can be awesome. Some days I ride my bike for hours with my best friend Jenny, or go swimming with my big brother Nick. Unfortunately, on most days, the only place I am is stuck at home. I've got my work cut out for me. It's going to be hard not to be bored. Today, I begin by searching the house. I want to find my own mystery caper. It'll mean a new adventure for me. Then I'd have to spend the entire summer solving it. At least that's what happens in Nancy Drew. I find a few fun things like Journey to the Center of the Earth in Espanol. A book can be an adventure, but the Spanish is too hard for me to read. I'll read it when I'm older, I say to myself as I put the book aside. In Mom's bedroom, I find a ring tucked away in the bottom drawer of her jewelry box. Maybe it's the ring from Lord of the Rings. Then I read the inscription inside. In cursive script, it reads, Para mi Guerra. Guerra is Dad's nickname for Mom since she has light brown hair. No mystery here. It's Mom's wedding ring that she no longer wears since the divorce. Ah, ah. That's weird. I spy around Mom's closet next. Zero luck. But seeing Mom's business attire reminds me of how ocupado she is at work. All I know is if Mom were with me during the day, summer would be more fun and there would be more yummy albondigas. Mom's meatballs are guaranteed to make any situation better. The last place to explore is my big brother's room. As I approach his room, Nick stops me. Off limits! Then he walks toward the front entrance of the house. I'm heading to work, sis. Be nice to Linda. She'll be here in a minute. Not exploring Nick's room doesn't bother me too much. I'd rather discover some secret compartments, not boy stuff. With my snooping at an end, I head back to my room. Time for another brainstorming session. Hopefully, Jenny can help me brainstorm later when she's not at dance camp. Then again, if she were here with me now, I wouldn't need to think up fun things to do. Then I look over at Poncho, my betta fish. I know what to do. Time for Plan B. Chapter 2. Now, Plan B is not that bad at all. It's actually great. The B in Plan B might stand for the best idea. My plan is to continue what I started in Ms. Bell's class and study as much marine life as possible. I'm hooked! Like Jacques Cousteau said, the sea, once it casts its spell, holds one in its net of wonder forever. Scientists predict that we've only seen 5% of the ocean floor. It makes sense, since they are miles deep and cover 71% of the Earth. I'll need to know more about the oceans, too, if I'm able to go to the Shed Aquarium summer camp. Mom helped me apply a little while ago, but we haven't heard anything. I even included with my application a persuasive essay on how I wanted to be the next Jacques Cousteau. To top it off, I attached pictures of my animal project from Ms. Bell's class. I really hope that I'm accepted into the summer camp. This way, I'll be doing something memorable this summer, just like everyone else I know. Like Jenny has her dance camp. She is even going to have a big recital, one of the biggest in town, she says. Then Nick has his first big job. It's only part-time, but he gets a paycheck like an adult. Mom is so proud of him. She wanted to frame his first paycheck, but Nick said no. He wanted to keep the money more. I want to make Mom proud of me, too, but I can't get a job. I'm too young to work. All I know is if I don't have a project or adventure of my own, my summer will be boring with a capital B. I'll also fall behind everyone else. I'm determined to turn things around so I get to work. I sprawl out on the rug in the center of the living room and start on my project. As I draw, I hear the front door open. Then I feel a gentle lick on my hand. The pint-sized slobber comes from Biscuit, my neighbor Linda's chihuahua. He is brown and white with legs as wide as my thumb. Biscuit and Linda stay with me twice a week in the afternoons whenever Nick is at his summer job. Hi, Stella, Linda says, shutting the front door. Is my Biscuit bothering you? I shake my head. I think he just wants to see my drawing, I reply. I like Biscuit because he is curious about everything. He often crawls from Linda's backyard through a tiny hole in our fence into our backyard. That's how we were first introduced to Biscuit and Linda when she came to get him. What fish are you drawing today? Linda asks. A long-nosed butterfly fish. Did you know their design helps them blend into the coral reefs? I did not, she replies. Thank you for teaching me a new fact. I pause. Linda, would you consider that a conversation starter? She chuckles. I just might. A conversation starter is what Mom calls a fun fact you can share when you're chatting with a new friend. I'm collecting them in my composition book for when I start fourth grade at the end of summer. It'll help me. It'll help if I'm feeling quiet, although I may not ever need them, especially after what happened last school year with my new friend Stanley. Stanley is one of my newest friends. When I first met him, I thought, no way would he want to be friends with me. He is extroverted and I can be shy. Not to mention, I acted like a total klutz in front of him on his first day. Turns out I was very wrong. We've got a bunch in common and now we're close buddies. Sadly, Stanley is gone for most of the summer on probably the most exciting adventure of everyone I know. He's in Texas visiting family and going to his own amazing summer camp, NASA Space Camp. He's going to be a junior space explorer for a whole week. He's going to learn about gravity, program a robot, and maybe even explore a space rocket. I'd rather explore the oceans than outer space. I get motion sickness, and those rockets shooting out into space make me queasy. But there is no denying that Stanley is going to have one of the coolest experiences known to mankind. Summer would definitely be more exciting if Stanley weren't away. If Stanley were here, he'd be learning about marine animals with me. He loves the aquarium almost as much as I do, instead of having an epic adventure while I'm just sitting here at home. He promised to email me with his dad's email account, but I'm afraid he's going to be too busy to remember. I sigh and look at my drawing. If only I could do something big this summer, too. Ooh, do you remember when we talked about cliffhangers a couple chapters back? I feel like our author has left us here with a cliffhanger so that we want to read the rest of this book. That would be exciting. All right, friends, that is the very end, the last page of our book. So I hope that you have enjoyed Stella Diaz Has Something to Say and the very beginning of Stella Diaz Never Gives Up. And I will see you all back at school tomorrow. Bye!